What's up, guys? Welcome back to the Meet in the Middle podcast. My God, it's been a little bit of time.
Time has passed.
Time has passed, and normally we say, it's been a year. It's been another year. In this situation, it's been like straight up like 2 months and a year. You know what I mean?
And a year.
Yeah, we had to add the year in there still. Dude,
N plus year.
Straight up, we finally got an episode in person together in Florida. And then we're like, fuck it, new year, new me. No podcast for 2 months, dude.
Yeah. Yeah, we tried to quit. We
really did. We just can't do it. It's just so fun. Well, I'm trying to think of like January. We didn't really do it just because I think we were getting back to in the swing of things. We were on break for a little bit. We're on vacation, and then we finally got back, and then your fucking PC broke, right? Is that what happened? When did that happen?
So, I don't even know when that happened. I don't have a timeline for anything. But yeah, no, well, I got a new one, right? So I unplugged everything from the old one, got everything ready for the new one, plugged it in or whatever, and it was like the same shit as I got with my last one. Didn't work.
Weird.
And so I had this it was like, it wouldn't turn on, and then I like reset the BIOS and stuff, and it turned on, it turned on the first time, started updating, and then turned off, and I was like, okay, it's like, don't turn it off no matter what, even if it does whatever. So I didn't turn it off, and then it did it for like a day, like 2 days, and I was like, this is not
That's
right.
so fucking annoying, dude.
So I had to like do like the manual like power and everything, and then like, yeah, it just never, like, it would turn on, like everything, the fans would turn on and everything, but I could not get an image.
That's
and it was
so
annoying.
Weird.
And then I think it was an issue with the motherboard, because they were like, reset the BIOS, and I did that, and then it came back up again, and then I did the update again, and then it just happened again, and it just couldn't
like,
fucking
fuck
work.
you, dude. They didn't like the podcast.
Yeah, literally.
Yeah.
And it didn't. It was, yeah, like, in the podcast.
They watched the podcast. Is like, we fucking hate this shit.
Then and the people that support us, I'm gonna say who it was. I got an NZXT computer because it had a good deal, and their customer support, when you get it, is good, but getting it is so difficult. Like I like put in,
or what?
Yeah, like I submitted a ticket. You submit a ticket and everything, and then you can't contact like anyone. So like the only way I could actually get through stuff was live chat with people, and then like
what?
Like you had to like it starts with a robot, and I'm like, no, like send me to a person, and like send me to a person.
Yeah.
Like you call the number, and we're on hold forever, and it was like for like, I don't know, like 20 minutes or 30 minutes or something like that. I don't know. I just gave up, and then and tried emailing. Damn. And they're like, we don't email, submit a ticket, and it's like, the fuck?
What, dude? Customer service anything is just a fucking pain in the ass. That's so annoying now.
It was so stupid. But whenever I was able to like talk to a guy, and they were like, here, do the BIOS thing, I was like, oh, sick, that's great. Yeah, that worked. Now it's back on. But then I started that update, and then they closed my ticket, and they just marked it as solved, but I still needed to send it back and everything. So it was like a whole thing, and then I had to I couldn't get in contact with them, so.
Yeah. So how did it?
It was wild.
So you told me you sent something in, right? Did you have to send them?
I had to send it back in. No, I had to send the whole PC back in. Luckily, I didn't have to pay for anything. But yeah, I like the second they like approved that and sent me like the shipping label, that night I took it.
I don't know how I could not. I mean, I use my computer fucking every day. Like, there's no way I could not have it. Like, that would suck so bad.
Yeah, damn, I got the other one like just operational enough to like use occasionally, but I haven't. And then, well, Doug and everything. So
yeah, I mean,
talk about that too.
So we're just trauma dumping like all the way. Like, I mean, the big thing.
Literally,
if you don't follow our Instagrams or anything, I mean, go do that. We also have our highlight channel. Before we get into anything, we should say it.
Yeah.
So mitm.podcast on TikTok and Instagram if you want to look at some highlights, see the funny clips, see the best moments edited together in a funny way. Or maybe it's not funny.
Six.
But check it out either way. And also ARTRA Studios, ARTRA Dot Studios, I think, or maybe it's underscore Studios. I can never fucking remember, dude. I think it's Dot Studios. I'm pretty sure.
Should really figure that out.
Yeah, I know. I really should, dude. I'm gonna fucking look it up right now.
Like you're plugging, and you're like, I don't really know what it's called, but
Oh, ARTRA underscore Studios. Okay, it's up on the screen.
Yeah.
I'm sure somewhere. But
yeah.
check those out for
okay.
highlights and stuff like that. We post every time we post a new podcast. I'll post a couple clips or so, best moments from the episode. So yeah, and if you're listening on audio, the video version is available on YouTube at youtube.com/meetinthemiddlepodcast. So check that out as well, because see what we look like, see our beautiful faces. I can't even see Dash right now. I think he got a haircut. I can't remember.
Yeah, it's like shorter now. It's like just messy. It's like between, Like I'm just gonna wait. I'm gonna grow it out long again, I think. But
yeah,
like right now, sitting in between face, it's just messy. That's just the hair.
Yeah, that is fucking how it goes, dude, for sure.
And I'm gonna do that because it lasts the longest. I can get the most out of my.
He
money.
lasts longer when he's got short hair, dude.
Exactly.
That's wild. My hair. I didn't shower today. It's a little fucking greasy. But I'm not fucking. I didn't leave the house today. I wasn't gonna go anywhere. Dash texted me. He's like, I could record the podcast, and I'm like, fuck it, dude. Fuck it. I don't have time to shower. I don't care. So live with it.
I rode my bike about 20 miles today.
Holy shit.
And then
God damn.
Came back and showered because I needed to. I smelled so bad.
Came back and just laid in my bed before showering, just
soaked,
a sweat
yeah.
mark. Yeah, so just soaked the bed.
Yeah.
That's so disgusting, dude.
That was
dude, before we get into all that Doug shit, not shit,
Yeah.
but all the stuff.
No,
Because we haven't talked about it in a while either. I still don't know everything about like what's happening recently about it. But dude, this weekend I pulled like all-nighters pretty much 2 days in a row.
Yeah, I saw your like Snapchat at 4:45. Yeah, almost 5 a.m.
Dude, on Friday night I went over to my buddy Frankie's place. Shout out Wendy, shout out Frankie. I saw the music video I just released. That was him. So we went to his place. We're doing some script writing for a video we're gonna shoot at the end of March, and then he just had all the homies over. We were just fucking hanging out, and I was like, I'll leave at like midnight, dude. We were smoking. We were all on we had like a fucking blunt and shit. We were just passing around. I'm like, there's no way I can fucking do that right now. And he's like, dude, you're more than welcome to stay. I'm like, all right. I think I decided to go to bed at like 3 a.m. And at that point, and I slept on the couch. Woke up at 7. Felt horrible, and then I realized I just needed. Oh, dude! He also had dogs that looked exactly like my dogs. Oliver. He looked like Oliver so much.
That's weird.
Dude, I woke up on the couch, dude, and this dog. Dude, I wake up on the couch, and this dog is underneath my arm, like I was big spooning it. I'm like, how the fuck did this dog end up under my arm in the middle of the night, dude?
That's wild.
So it's so funny. Just some random dog. It's so fucking funny, dude. So cute.
It's like this would be cozy,
Yeah, dude. And then drove home at like 7 a.m. I was running on like 2 hours of sleep. This whole last week, I was waking up at like 5:30. It was early days this week. 36 hours in like 4 days. I fucking clocked.
Jeez.
Drove to Indianapolis on Wednesday. 3.5 hours there, picked up something, turned around 3.5 hours back, dude.
That's
404
wild.
miles, dude. That's fucking in just one day.
Jesus, dude. How the hell did you
I'm
do
trying to
that?
get fucking 30 hours a week now, and I'm trying to move up in my job. And they're like, oh, well, we need someone to drive to Indianapolis. I'm like, fuck it. I guess I'll get 7 hours today. I mean, that's pretty good. But anyways, so last night...
Yeah. Hustling.
Frankie and I were dude, I'm trying, dude. I'm fucking trying. But Frankie and I are working on this song right now, and we wanted to record it in the studio. So he gets to studio from 11 p.m. to 6 a.m. on Saturday nights. And so he's like, come through. All the homies are coming through. I'm like, all right. So and this was after I had gotten like 2 hours of sleep. Yesterday, Amber and I, I slept. I got back to her place at like 7 in the morning, 7:30. I like didn't fall asleep, but I rested at her place for like an hour and a half, and then we got up and we just drove to Racine, Wisconsin, to go to the Goodwill bins. I got this fucking
Nice.
panda shirt. It's fucking sick.
Oh yeah.
It's just a bunch of pandas. It says San Diego Zoo Pandas. It's fucking sick. And I got a bunch of pants, dude. I got like 4 or 5 pairs of pants, like
Hell yeah.
3 t-shirts, like a sweater, or like 4 t-shirts, 5 movies, $25 for all of that.
Bro got a haul.
Everything, dude. It was, dude. Yeah, whole podcast episode just the fucking Goodwill bin haul. But then we went to Popeyes and we drove back, and then we were just hanging out, and I was like, damn, I'm gonna be up for like 8 hours. I need to like take a nap or something. So I fucking went to bed for like 2 hours, hour and a half. I woke up and I was like, oh my God, I don't know if I can do this. I was so tired. At like 9:30 I woke up, and then drank a Coke, just fucking slammed it, had some food, and then just drove to the studio, and I was there till like 4:45 in the morning just making shit. And I honestly wasn't even tired, and I got back and I slept till 11, so. And now I'm
Damn.
fucking chilling. So, it's 5 o'clock now.
Yep.
I don't know.
Almost. Oh
Almost.
yeah, man. I might have to hit a pause on this. I forgot I have to feed Doug at 5, but.
Damn. Well, that's a good segue. Tell us about.
Yeah.
Tell the audience about everything that went down with Doug. I mean, if you follow our shit,
God.
you saw some of the stuff from the GoFundMe and everything, but it's been a rough year. Or
Quite
rough,
a,
like 3-4 months
yeah.
for Doug.
Stressful time. So, for those of you that don't know, Doug is my dog, he's a shop dog at the bike shop, that I work at, and he, was playing with a ball, playing ball and fetch back there, and it rolled out into a very busy road that's there, and he chased the ball, and he got hit by a car. But then he broke his leg there. Luckily he didn't get injured any more than that, but yeah, it was pretty terrifying. I don't know. It was pretty scary.
You were
leg
driving
was
back
like,
in the car, yeah.
yeah, his leg was like twisted and stuff. I was in the back just holding him, and one of my coworkers drove, and it was like right around like 5 too, so it was like rush hour. So like there was like there's just cars everywhere, and we were just driving, and we went up. There's one on a vet place like on the same street as us, so we like pulled up there, and they're like, no, we can't do that. We don't do that here, I guess. Take him here, and then so we started going that way, and like got stuck. So he was like, no, I just know where this other one is that's good, and it actually ended up being the one where he had just been treated for cancer that he had, for mast cell tumor. So they already like knew him at least and had him in the system and stuff. But yeah, checked him in there, and then he was there like overnight before they could figure out like what was going, or like x-ray him and check him out. So just had no idea, and it was just like waiting up and up, like just waiting, getting calls from doctors or vets and stuff, and trying to figure out what to do. It was pretty rough. So yeah, quite a stressful time.
Yeah,
and
dude.
then they were like, they gave me a call, and I think it was like, man, it was like 1 a.m. I want to say, and they're like, we can either give him a splint, which could get, they were like, we can give him surgery or a splint. The splint, he could get infected and it can like grow wrong and stuff, but with the surgery, as long as he recovers properly, he should be good with it. So went ahead and went with the surgery just to be safe, because a lot of time with the splint you'll need the surgery anyway if anything goes wrong. So
Right.
there's that.
And the surgery was not fucking cheap.
No, it was not. The total was, oh man, it was like 70, or no, not 77.
$70 million.
Yeah, pretty much. That's what it felt like.
That's what it felt like.
Yeah, almost 8K. 78.27.
That's fucking insane, dude. That's
yeah, and that's
absolutely insane.
And that's just the surgery part, like the meds and stuff. Like I had to buy more meds today for him. Just the one thing of like gabapentin is what it is. So it's like now he's just like knock him out drugs and stuff.
Yeah.
Which is that was like $70 today just at HEB.
Jeez.
Just for one bottle.
What the hell, dude?
So I got that, and then he was on like so many other ones too, and yeah, I had to cover all that too. And then yeah, it was a big part of it was him staying overnight and them having to do stuff with him, and I was like, if you could just work faster. But I know that they're really
dude.
backed up and stuff like with animals and stuff, so I was like, whatever. But
Good
thing is he's okay.
Still alive?
It is, yeah.
I'll link it in the description. Please go
sure.
donate if you want. If you can spare a few dollars.
Yeah.
To help old Dougie boy out. He's had a rough couple months.
Yeah. So
you could use it.
On the brighter side, he's recovering well. He had his stitches removed and everything, so he's good. He doesn't need a cone anymore. He's still not allowed to weight it or anything, so he still does have to be knocked out and lay in the crate all day, so that does suck. So that's where we're kind of struggling.
For how much longer does he have to do that?
For like 3 weeks.
Okay.
I think.
Damn, he's still like he's on the drugs every day. He has to be he can't move.
Yeah, so I have to give him drugs at man, at the beginning it was really hell. It's still not good, but it was really at the beginning it was I had 1 a.m., 3:30 a.m., I think it was just 9 a.m., 11:30 a.m., and then 11:30, I think, p.m.
Jesus Christ.
So, yeah,
how did you do that? You had to go home from work if you were at work?
Yeah.
Oh, my God.
I still
Every
have to do
single day?
that, yeah. I still
Holy
have to
shit,
do that.
dude.
I have to come back. Yeah, I go to work. So now I open like by myself to get a little bit of extra time. So my boss has really been cool and helped me out with it and is very accommodating of my hours and everything. But had to go from... So I work 8 to 11, and then I have to go back for his 11:30, and then I come back. I usually get back around like 12 or like 12:15 or something like that, and then I work from then to 4:30, and then I'm off because by the time I would go and come back, I would only work another like 10 or 15 minutes.
Yeah. Damn, dude. That's fucking wild. I didn't know you had to do that. All the drug shit. That's crazy.
Yeah, I got to do all that. It's a lot.
So I'm glad. Well, I'm glad he's at least doing better. But Jesus Christ, like.
Yeah, and
so
then.
Can he do any? He can't do anything. He can't do any exercise. He's just in a crate all day. Every day.
No, yeah. We have to do like therapy for him. So like move his leg to make sure his joints will be okay and everything. But other than like just bathroom and stuff, he's not allowed to walk on it. He has to be in the crate, drugged, or he comes out to snuggle. Oh, that was his alarm. Speaking of, but every time he comes out of the crate, like we take him out and we like snuggle with him, and like my mom's been cool with him and everything. So we try to give him some like attention and everything. But if he gets too excited, which he really does a lot, because he obviously wants to run, he's a very energetic dog.
Yeah.
But he just can't, so we have to just drug him, put him in the crate, try to give him little stimulant games that excuse me. So like Kongs and stuff, like something where he can like lick at something or try to like do a little puzzle, and he gets treats, that sort of thing.
Keep his mind going.
Yeah, exactly.
While he's in fucking prison. Yeah.
Yeah, literally.
So is he limping on his leg still?
Yeah, a little bit. It's not as bad as where he wouldn't do any weight on it. Like he still walks on it for sure, but he's like, you can tell he's more conscious about it, and he doesn't, and like he's not confident with it yet, which is good because he's not supposed to be weighting it. But
right.
Yeah.
That's fucking crazy, dude. So I mean, if you have any sympathy for animals, or if that's your thing, The GoFundMe link is in the description. Check it out.
He's a
please.
good boy.
He is a very fucking good boy. And that it's after the fucking cancer happened. When did that happen? Like in the fall?
Yeah, like
late fall or something?
Yeah, like late fall, I think. Yeah.
And the annoying thing is that in the last episode we talked about our New Year's resolutions, and one of the only things you said was,
Oh yeah.
I just want my animals to be healthy all
Yeah.
year, no cancer. And then like less than a month, it was like 3 weeks into January.
Yeah.
Like that shit happens, and that's just fucking horrible. I mean, it could have been so much worse, but like, I mean, $8,000 for a surgery for that is still I mean, I can't even imagine it being any worse than that.
Yeah.
In terms of payments and shit. But I mean, I guess he could have gotten like critically like hit.
Yeah.
Which would have been obviously way worse, but
Yeah.
that's still fucking wild, dude.
Yeah. Yeah, honestly, lucky that he just got his leg, because, you know, it's a car going at like
He's only
30
4,
or
right?
40.
Or is he 5?
He's 4.
Okay.
Yeah.
Damn, dude. Damn, he's such a young dog for all this shit to be happening to him.
For real.
Ugh, that sucks, dude. Sorry you have to deal with that. Does not sound fucking fun.
Yeah, it's not. It's
at
tough.
all.
I had to grow the fuck up so quick.
Yeah, that's your fucking child. Dude.
Like, yeah, I had
that
to,
is your baby.
Like, you know, I'm the kind, I'm introverted as fuck. Like, I don't want to go talk to people and call and like do all this stuff.
Yeah,
like, I have
I
to
hate
call
doing that
the
shit.
vet, wait on hold and stuff, like check in like updates while he's there, and then like deal with that, and then talking to doctors, and like prescription stuff's gotten messed up a bunch too, so I've had to like deal with all that. Like, it's just
Dude,
a lot.
The medical fucking industry, dude.
It's fucked up.
I'm sorry, it doesn't matter. It is fucked up, dude. Like, they charge so much for that stuff, and it's like you could, and it goes, the same thing goes for like people hospitals, not just animal hospitals.
Yeah.
Like getting like one thing done, you have to go through like 7 hoops, and then like if you get to the point where you get the medication or you get whatever you want, it's a process to even pick it up. Like Walgreens will be like, oh, I don't fucking have it. We don't have it here. You have to whatever. And they do have it there, but they don't want to give it to you or something. It's fucking weird.
Yeah.
Dude, Amber and I have been dealing with, like, she's been having some medical fucking problems the last month or so. She probably doesn't want me talking about it, so I won't talk about them too much.
Sure.
But she's been in and out of the ER and all these different, had these fucking procedures done and shit. It's been it's not like serious to her, like it's not like she's gonna fucking die or anything, obviously, but she's had some problems, like stomach pains and stuff like that, so we've been trying to figure it out, and these doctors are just not helpful, and they get weird when you ask them questions, and when you kind of call them out on like, why are you not just telling me straight up? They get weird about it. It's just like,
Yeah, no, it's so weird.
they're so fucking weird,
and they're like
and
dumb
they
a
charge
lot
you
of
so
time
much
too.
for that shit.
Like, honestly,
Yeah, dude.
yeah.
It's
No,
it's
Lila's
fucked up,
had to
dude.
deal
Like,
with a bunch of that stuff too.
I'm
Doctors.
sure, dude. I mean, I'm sure, and they don't, and it's like if they diagnose you with something, like they're trying to diagnose her with something, but they won't put it on paper, and they're like, we're not supposed to give you this in writing. What? You're not supposed to give a fucking medical diagnosis in writing? Like, what the fuck?
Yeah, no.
What kind of
'Cause,
fucked up
like,
shit is
what
that?
if we're wrong? You know, it's like,
Dude, I don't know, and it's just like it's weird. I'm like, I don't know, and yeah, the pricing for everything, like an ER visit's like over $1,000 after insurance. I'm like, what the fuck is the point of insurance then? Like, if you pay monthly for insurance and they're not going to cover ER visits, like, dude,
yeah,
it's the same thing. And we talked about this, like, when I'm less inclined to go test myself for COVID because a COVID test is $25.
yeah,
And I'm fucking broke, dude. Like, I can't be just dropping $25 like randomly. That's like groceries for me. You know what I mean? Like, I can't just be going around like, yes, I could afford it. I wouldn't be fucking like, I have more than $25 in my account, but like, you know what I mean? Like, it's just like, you're going to make these things so accessible. It's like the people aren't going to want to go to the ER. People aren't going to want to do this because they can't fucking afford it. Or they're like, I don't want to go get these medical things done because I'm going to be in debt for the rest of my fucking life. You know what I mean? Like, I wouldn't be able to afford going to hospitals if I needed to. Like, I don't know what I would do.
No, it would just be,
It's crazy, dude.
yeah.
I don't understand like why they have to make it so difficult.
Healthcare is not
And
great.
the doctors get paid the most amount of money and they do the least amount of work. I feel
yeah,
like.
yeah.
You walk in, they're just like, Dude, this is my impression of like when a doctor fucking walks in, dude. They squirt their hand sanitizer and they just slop it all over their fucking hands. So what seems to be the issue? What's going on? And you just told the nurse exactly what the fuck was going on. And they come in here and they ask the same fucking questions that you just had to talk about. And they go, okay, well, we don't think it's this and this and this. Okay, well, maybe we'll set you up with that. All right, and it's probably like a 10-minute fucking conversation. They leave and they charge you $1,000.
Yeah.
To tell you something you already knew. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Like, it's like, I don't know.
So
dude.
you got
I'm
an
fucking,
issue, you know? Like,
yeah, you have some. I think there's something wrong with you here. I could have fucking told you that. You know, like, it's just wild to me. And they never know what's going on. They never know what's going on, dude.
yeah.
It's wild to me. And I feel like nobody talks about this. Like, I wasn't prepared for this. And maybe it's just like our age people. Like, I'm going in somewhere and like doctors just think we're kids or something and they don't want to tell us information. But then when they do tell us information, it's the fucking medical terms that nobody understands. And they're just saying all these fucking words that are just like 15 to 20 letter words that don't mean anything to me. You know, they're not going to explain it any further.
Yeah, for real. No, it's like,
fuck
yeah.
the medical industry. Fuck them. We don't
the
even need
meds.
medicine. We don't even need doctors. What would we do, dude? Fuck them.
Die.
Dude, I mean, in The Last of Us, all you got to do is get a bottle of alcohol and a rag, and you can make a medical kit, okay? That's all you need.
Really, it really is.
I was playing that before we started recording.
Hell yeah.
I'm
gotta
on,
go drug my dog.
Okay, yeah.
Right.
go do that.
Do you want to just take the floor for a moment?
I'll take the floor, yeah. I'll take it,
Take
flip
the
it
floor.
upside down.
It won't
do
be
what I want
locked,
with
so
it.
take you know.
Okay. I'll have my way
spin
with
it
it.
around. Who knows? Yeah. Oh, all right. You know?
I'll talk a little bit about The Last of Us, but
Are you?
I mean, the game is, I think the second game came out like 2019, 2020. I think it's 2019. I'm on the second, I'm in Seattle day one of Abby, I believe, or maybe it's day two. I don't know. I think it's day one, the end of day one. It's fucking good. The gameplay is really fucking fun. Story is really cool, even though the beginning is controversial. I think it's still a solid ass game. A solid ass game, I would even say. Yeah, it's fucking fun as fuck to play, but it's hard. I die a lot. I'm not very good at video games. I'm really not. But it's fun. I like looting, picking up shit. It's really fucking brutal, though. I don't like killing the dogs. That's the one thing I really, really don't like about the game, is that you have to fucking murder dogs. And you just have to do it. You just can't not do it. And it's so fucked up. It sucks. And it makes me cry. And then you have it, and then you learn about the dogs, and the dogs are on your side. And when you're playing as Abby, and it makes it even fucking worse. The game is just brutal. It's brutal. So play it. It's really fucking fun. It's really fun. And Abby, when you sneak attack, kill somebody, Ellie kills them with the knife to the throat, which is brutal, but I mean, at least it's a quick death. Abby fucking chokeholds him because she's got these giant fucking biceps, and she just chokes him, kills him that way. Like, that's horrible. Suffocating them is so horrible. Horrible. It's just horrible. Terrible. But, I mean, I don't know. Still fun. Passing the time. It's a long fucking game.
Bro is munching.
Good. I was running out of things to talk about, so.
I have the headset on, so I can still hear you.
You heard everything I said?
Yep.
That's good. Any thoughts?
I mean, I haven't played the second one yet, so I still gotta.
Oh, dude, the gameplay is so good. Like, it is crisp as fuck, but it's scary as fuck too.
Hell yeah,
dude. Okay, what's the weather in Texas right now? What's the temp today?
81.
God damn.
It was such a nice day. It was a little windy, but it was nice.
Today it's 56 and windy. 56, dude. In fucking February. Okay, what?
Yeah, that's weird.
Okay, I'm gonna say this right now. I've been telling people this. I don't think, I'm like 95% sure in my lifetime, in the last 22 years, almost 23 years of my life, I don't think it has ever been warmer than 45 degrees in February ever in my whole life.
It's scary.
And the last 2 weeks in Chicago, it's going to be 70 tomorrow. 70 to fucking degrees in February, dude. February is supposed to be the coldest month of the year. And it's been consistently, it was like 65, 60, 70 degrees last week. Last 2 weeks have been above 50. This whole month has been above 45 degrees, except for yesterday and the day before that. It snowed. And it's fucking already gone. Like, it didn't stick at all, dude. It is crazy. And it's like, I'm like, this feels nice, but I'm like, I'm also terrified. I really am.
Yeah, it is. It's a little scary.
And people are like, global warming doesn't exist, dude. I don't know how you can deny it. Like, it's just, and the scary thing is too, and I'm sure you feel this way too, is like, there might not be, well, there's two things. One is there might not be a winter by the time like we have children, or like, let's just say even like in 10, 15 years, will there even be like a winter with snow? Like, I don't know. You know what I mean?
Yeah,
it's
that's
fucking
scary.
debatable at this point. And it's fucking wild, dude. I don't know. I'm freaking out a little bit. Like, it feels nice, like I said, but I'm like, the summer is what I'm worried about. And I'm like, I feel like every day in July is gonna be at least 110 here, so I bet it'd be fucking hotter there, dude.
Yeah.
If it's 80 in February there, dude, like, what's
Yeah,
the warmest? What's the warmest it's been like before? Like, you remember February? You're like, damn, that was warm until like this year.
I don't even know. Yeah, not this warm.
Not 80.
I'm scared. Like,
Yeah,
we usually
weird.
have like a freeze sometime around.
Mm-hmm. Yeah,
Like,
dude,
maybe not quite now, but like earlier, like early February, you know?
Dude, because February, like growing up and stuff, like people would always say this, but I just remember like February was always the snowiest month.
Mm-hmm.
Like December you maybe would get snow before Christmas, and that was not. I mean, we'd have snow before Christmas a lot when I was growing up, but even the last 10 years we haven't really. It barely snows, and it did. I mean, we've had one consistent. Or we had like 2 weeks in January where it snowed like 3, maybe 4 times, and otherwise it hasn't fucking snowed since like the other day. That's the only times it's fucking snowed here.
Yeah, that's weird.
And I'm like, what is going
wild.
on, dude? That is fucking crazy. I'm in the Midwest. It should be snowing all the time. Not that I like the snow, but Jesus Christ, like,
Yeah.
then I'm not the biggest fan of cold weather, but I mean, it freaks me out. I'm like, this is drastically changing like very fucking quickly. Like, it's getting worse. Like, we could see every year has been the hottest recorded, like the hottest temperatures recorded. Like, we're breaking records every month, every year. And people are still like, it's not real. Like, how can you be that fucking ignorant, dude? I don't know.
Yeah, that's wild. I brought Doug in.
Dougie boy.
He's in the lap now. Oh, he's sniffing the mic.
He's done eating. He's had his dinner. He's happy. Is he drugged out all the time? So he's just like zooted constantly. He's like, this is my new normal.
Pretty much. Well, he's not liking it, but yeah. He wants to run.
He's dreaming of running.
Dreams.
Dude, that'd be kind of, I mean, that would suck, but like, I mean, he's just probably tripping like all day in that crate. You know what I mean?
He's
He's just thinking about running in fields, dude.
He's got. Yeah.
Dude, yeah, I don't know. The weather has been fucking crazy, but it's still unbelievably windy here in the Windy City.
So it's holding up. The name.
Yeah, it's holding up, dude. And especially around here, like, I'm right on the water, so I get like, I'll turn a corner and like, my hair will be behind me. You know what I mean? Like,
Oh yeah.
it exposes my hairline, and I'm like, oh fuck, you know what I mean? Like, it's one of those moments. Bro, did I tell you? This is like random. Did I tell you about my apartment, like, in the heat and shit?
You told me a little bit about it.
So, the coldest week of the year, there was a weekend. It was like a Thursday through like a Monday or a Tuesday, where it was like negative 30 degrees, like every day.
Damn.
And this was in January, like the third week of January. And the heat in my apartment went out for the whole apartment for all those days.
Damn.
And So it was like 50, maybe less than 54. I would say like between 40 and 50 degrees in my place. I could see my breath in my apartment.
I've had that. That's not fun.
And you had that. That's right.
Yeah, with the freeze. Yeah, it was.
Dude, I had 2 pairs of pants on, 2 pairs of socks, a t-shirt, a long sleeve, a sweatshirt, and a flannel on. And that's what I slept in.
Damn.
And it was low-key cozy, but it was also like fucking it was fucked up, you know what I mean?
Yeah. I want like a good, like I need to get like a decent sleeping bag for shit like that.
Yeah.
Because like if you have like that and you're like just like stripped down to where it's just like, you know, that's how you're supposed to just be in the just your underwear, clothing. Yeah, and then it's just like
naked as fuck.
Yeah,
just butt ass naked.
And then it just gets, and then
just farting in a sleeping bag, dude, all night. Yeah.
Little greenhouse.
That's how you solve climate change. You have your own little climate change then. But my apartment's heat went out that whole weekend, and it took them like 4 days to get it back on, and it was fucking ridiculous. And then they finally got it back on like Monday. I think it was either Monday or that Tuesday. I got a call. I was at work. I was at a job, and I got a call, and they're like, "Hi, this is like fucking. This is your company that your apartment. I'm not gonna say my company, but the company that runs my apartment." And they're like, "Yeah, so your apartment flooded." And I was like, "What?" And they're like, "Yeah, a pipe burst in the ceiling, and it flooded under your bed. There's people in there cleaning it up for you right now." And I'm like,
"Oh my god."
Okay. And I'm like, all right, isn't it like? And they're like, they caught it pretty early. They were working on the unit above you, and they heard it happen, so they were quick to figure it out. I'm like, sus. Like,
so
that's
they did
really
that?
fucking weird. Yeah, I'm like, yeah, exactly. That's what I'm like, what? And then I'm like, I leave the job and I come back here, and there's somebody in here painting, but like, my fucking rug's in the hallway. My bed is like, everything's just fucking everywhere. I live in a studio apartment. I don't have a lot of room for shit, so I have all of my extra shit that doesn't fit in my closet under my bed. That's like, most of the things were fine. The things that really got fucked were I have all these like photography prints that I had in college, like that I printed out on like paper, like gloss paper and shit.
Yeah.
It's expensive to do that. And all those have water stains now. Like all of them.
That sucks.
All my posters that I had, that like movie posters and shit, they all have water stains. And that was the thing that really got hit the most. And I was pretty fucking upset about that because that shit's expensive.
Yeah.
And dude, I don't know. It happened right above this metal cabinet that I have, and that keeps all my camera and video equipment, plus all my like documents I have for my like life, like my social security card and birth certificate are on that cabinet. That cabinet was not wet at all. And they said the pipe burst right above that. And my bed wasn't wet either, so I'm like, and she said it was raining in my apartment at one point.
What
and I'm like,
fuck?
How is it fucking raining if it didn't hit my bed or the cabinet right beneath it? I'm like, this is so sus. Like, I feel like they're not telling me something about this. This is after the heat went out. This is after they've been in my place multiple times without telling me. And then they just like, I'm like, something's like when I had a smoke detector go off in the middle of the fucking night. Did I tell you that story?
No.
Dude, at like 12:30 at night, I mean, it was in the morning, 12:30 a.m.
Mm-hmm.
I wake up to my smoke alarm going off, and I'm like, I'm dying. I'm going to die. Like, that's what I thought, because I have never fucking had that happen to me before. And you wake up, and you're like, what the fuck is going on?
I'm dying.
And I went up, and I went in the hallway, because I thought the whole building was on fire or something.
Yeah.
Nope, it was just my smoke detector. And I'm like, Jesus fucking Christ. So I turned it off, and I sent a maintenance request in the morning. And nobody texted me, nobody said anything. I get home and I just happen to look up and there's a new smoke detector in my. I'm like, at least fucking tell me you were in my apartment. Like, they could just be in here stealing shit. I would have no idea.
Yeah.
It's just kind of weird. And I've talked to them about it multiple times, and they still are kind of like, oh, we don't really do that, but I guess if you ask us. I'm like, bro, that's just, I don't know. But then things were moved. Like, I have a coffee table. Things were moved inside the coffee table. Like, I have like a thing that like lifts up, and all my movies and shit were moved around. I was like, why were they in here? Like, I don't know what they were doing.
Yeah.
And they were touching on my shit. They threw away like a bag, and I'm like, not like they had like the sleeve that kept all my photography prints, and they threw it away. And I'm like, all right, I guess if it was a really water damage, but I'm like, don't throw my shit away. I don't know. It's just weird.
Yeah.
Anyways, so
That's
that happened.
wild.
I know, it was fucking ridiculous. So that whole day I had to just spend like Rue's cat tree, like the bottom of it was soaked. Dude, I mean, if the water would have gone any farther, all of my desk stuff, like there's a power strip on the floor, all of that would have been water damage. My computer would have been fucked. Like everything would have, nothing would have worked anymore. And that would have been thousands of dollars. Thousands. I would have been livid. But I'm moving. I'm not re-signing my fucking lease here.
That's
I fucking
smart.
hate this place.
That's smart.
And I keep getting cockroaches constantly. Like I have cockroaches.
That's gross.
I know. Like, and they're not even in the kitchen sometimes. Like there was just one on the wall by my desk. I was like, where the fuck did this come from? I just see Rue fucking with something. I go kill it. And then I make her eat it so that she has a taste for him. Get her a little snack.
Oh yeah, that's the other. And that reminds me, we got little Sabine fixed finally.
Oh, nice, dude.
So
That's
we
sick.
had to deal with like 2 animals that were like she couldn't move and stuff. So we had to tend to her and to Doug. So it was like a little bit stressful for a little bit there.
Jesus,
But-
yeah, you guys got like a whole fucking zoo over there.
For real. But yeah,
That's crazy.
no, she's good, and I don't know if mentioned this already, but yeah, she does not have a chip, or yeah, she did not have a chip. She does
Right.
now, and it's ours.
Okay.
So now we
Nice, dude. That's fucking great. So what? You have 2 cats plus Lila's cat that doesn't live there.
Mm-hmm.
But she's over constantly, right?
She's just in the side house it's whenever my mom's around or not. So
Okay.
whenever she's
And then-
travels, she's in here.
Nice.
Just a
Well,
lot.
that's sick. Damn. That's nice you got that figured out too, because like that's a good thing to just do especially when they're younger. I mean, she's not like, because Rue was fixed before I even got her, and she was 3 months old, so like that's pretty fucking small. Yeah. I know.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's wild. I don't know, but there was something else that happened in my apartment. I can't remember. Oh, yeah. After they finished, or they were in here with all the whatever it's called, like the flooding and shit. My oven didn't work for 4 days because they didn't turn it back. They turned off the fuse.
gas or whatever.
No,
Oh,
it's
the
an electric.
fuse.
It's electric
yeah,
stuff.
yeah.
They didn't turn the fuse back on, and I have a fuse box in my place. But she told me that the wall that the pipe burst on she's like, if it would have gotten any worse or whatever, or if we wouldn't have caught it, there would have been electrical damage, because that's where all these outlets are. I'm like, oh shit, okay. So when my oven doesn't work, my first thought is, oh, there is electrical damage, and my oven is just a part of this, right?
Yeah.
And so I'm looking at the fuse box, and it's like literally like Egyptian hieroglyphics. You know what I mean? Like the way they wrote stuff, like they painted it over it white there's like a plate that you open up, and then you can see it. You can't open it. The hinges don't open all the way, so you can open a little bit, and it's in the corner. So I'm trying to like fucking get my head back there and looking through it. There's paint dripping down over the key that tells you what each thing is, and none of it lines up. Like there's no, like, it doesn't tell you where, like, which outlet is which. So I'm like, I don't want to fuck with something and then not be able to turn it back on. And it's like a fuse box. I've never seen this kind of thing. It didn't seem like anything was off. Everything looked to be exactly the same. So I was like, I don't know. And I kept looking at it, and I took pictures of it, trying to like decipher it. And I put a maintenance request in, and they didn't fucking get back to me for 4 days. I couldn't eat food for 4 fucking days, because what are you supposed to make? You can't put anything in the oven. You can't make anything on the stove.
And it was just
I'm like, I had to have
it
sandwiches.
was just one switch is all you needed.
Yes, and I'm like, fuck you. And I'm like, I figured that's what it was. You know what I mean? Of course it was that simple. But I'm like, I didn't want to fuck with something in case it was something bigger than that.
Lay down.
So my apartment is just a fucking mess, dude. I'm moving. So I don't know where to, but I'm figuring it out, you know?
Yeah.
Amber and I are looking at a 2-bedroom. I think that's what we're going to do.
Nice. Hell yeah.
So we're moving in together, yeah.
Yeah, next step.
I know, dude. I'm excited. It's going to be really fun. And honestly, we spend like every weekend together anyways. Like, she was here last night when I got back to my place at like 5 a.m. And I was like, this is nice. Like, I crawl into bed and someone's there, and
lay down.
I'm like, this is great. This is fucking nice.
Yeah,
but
that's great.
Yeah, I mean, it's just like, she lives so close to me, but it's still like, it's a 10-minute walk. It's still, it's like it's not an easy walk. Like, if we're carrying something, like we had
Yeah.
all these clothes we got yesterday. I'm like, I'll just drive you back, because it's just like, it's like 20 pounds of clothes. Like, you don't want to fucking walk like over half a mile, But,
Bikes.
I know, dude. I'm like, you gotta get a bike with like a little fucking basket in the front. Just put all your shit in there, dude.
Yeah.
We thought about having like a communal bike, like split it between the two of us and like.
Oh yeah, go back and
walk-
forth.
do it
Yeah,
back and
one
forth.
person
Yeah,
goes to
yeah.
the other. Yeah.
Yeah, dude. It'd be so funny. But no, yeah. So I think we're moving in together, but we're looking for places right now, and I'm like, I don't really want to spend more than I'm spending now, but it's tough, dude. It's expensive to live out here. I mean, I'm in a studio, and it's $1,025 a month for a studio.
Damn.
I'm like, that's a lot of fucking money. So,
Yeah, no, that really is.
we're trying to look for 2 bedrooms under 2,000, and we're finding some stuff, but I have a tour on Wednesday for a place that's on the south side, so I'm gonna see if it's decent or not.
Nice.
The south side is hit or miss, but I guess that's everywhere. But north side is usually pretty good. But some neighborhoods, it's like on the south side, because I work schools out there, but not usually like just the south side. It's usually southwest side. But it can get sketchy at times. Like, you're like, oh, this is nice over here by a school. Then you turn a corner, you're like, oh, I wouldn't get out of my car over here.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? So just kind of depends, and I don't want to live in a bad area.
Yeah, definitely.
But yeah, dude, I don't know. Is there anything else like new that's happened to you? I feel like I've just been talking so much.
I mean, pretty much just the Doug stuff has kind of consumed my life.
Yeah.
Hey, Doug, come here. Speaking of, come lay down. Come here. Doug, come lay down. Lay down. Good boy. All right. Now that that's settled, yeah, it's been mostly Doug. Other than just riding bikes today, I got Kobe, my buddy, to he's learned to ride a bike now. So taught him how
Like
to do
straight
that.
up just a bike?
Yeah, he's never ridden a bike. He hadn't.
That's crazy,
Teach
dude.
him how to do that.
Wow.
Yeah, he's never ridden a bike. He hadn't. Yeah. He picked it up pretty
That's
quick,
cool.
like the first time, and he was really into it too. He was just doing laps back and forth. Like we were all, like me and Lila
That's
got our
funny.
stuff. I was working on wheelies, trying to do those, and so he was like, "Show up," but it was fun.
Damn.
And then that was a while ago. That was like a few months ago, I feel like. But or maybe like a month. It wasn't that long. But then we were like, okay, let's go practice hills next. So we went over to behind the Y and rode down there and stuff.
Damn.
And he did great there. We did like 7 miles or we did off road and stuff. Had a couple like close calls. I was also practicing clipping in, so having my feet stuck
Oh,
to the
damn.
pedals.
That's scary.
Yeah, so you have to like just kick your heel out to get on and off. Like, the clip of Joe Biden falling on the bike. He was clipped in, so he couldn't put his foot down because his
I
clip was
forgot
stuck
about
in the
that video.
pedal.
That's so funny,
exactly
dude.
what that is.
That's so fucking funny, dude.
Yeah, it's great.
I don't think I can do that either. I think
So
I'd
yeah,
fall.
I was practicing that, and he
I
was
think
doing
I would
that.
fall.
Yeah, it's really not that bad at all. Like, as long as, like, well, I mean, it's because I've been riding bikes
Yeah.
for a long time, so I'm
Right.
very comfortable on it, and I'm comfortable with my balance stuff. Like, I'm not usually gonna get in a situation where I like have to like yank my foot off and put it on the ground. I have had a couple of close calls with that, but just need to you just kick your heel out and then
Yeah.
you're fine. Like, you just move heel first instead of just pulling
Yeah.
straight up and off, So as long as you like force that
Okay.
habit, it's not
Yeah,
too
I mean,
bad.
it sounds complicated, like all the things you have to do. Because, I mean, if you just gave me like a bike and it was just like, hit this fucking trail, I don't think I could. I mean, I would just ride a bike like I would like I would have no idea how to like do jumps or like hit a fucking corner. I feel like I would just fall off. Like I feel like I'm not coordinated enough to do that.
Yeah, it's just
Yeah.
practice, You just do it and you're like, what you do inputs and find out the outputs, and you will crash along the way, but
That's true.
you'll learn.
That's just it's honestly a metaphor for life too. You crash sometimes, but then you always make it out on top.
Sometimes you don't. You got to wear a helmet though.
Hopefully.
And then
Yeah,
and
sometimes
you got to wear a helmet, AKA
Yes.
wear a rubber, boys.
Rubber of the head.
Yeah, but
The
only
other
on the
head.
head. You don't need on the rest of it. That's an insider. That's an insider tip. No pun intended.
Yep. Yeah, I know. I heard that too.
No, I'm just kidding. Well, no, actually, how would you? That wouldn't work. That'd fall off.
Well, yeah.
Well, like the little like, there's like those things like the finger band-aids where you can like put it over your finger. It's like a little band. It's like a little
yeah.
fucking. Those are those are the size condoms I wear. I just buy those. Because I got like a little bee dick.
Yeah.
But you could, because I'm thinking like if you just put over like the little thing, like I wonder, I don't know, it might work. We should contact the MythBusters guys and see if they want to try it.
Guys, come back for this one episode.
Guys, I gotta show you this episode. They test if a condom can just be on the head of the penis or not.
It's a little graphic,
Yeah, they
but
show
it's
everything
good.
on the show.
Like, how is this on the
Disney Channel?
Discovery Channel.
Disney
right?
Channel. Disney Channel MythBusters. All right, so next what we're going to do is we're going to take our pants off and we're going to show you hands-on how to do this. And they're like, all right, next steps. Dude, this is super random. I don't know why I thought of this. I got into a film showcase for my film that I completed last year. So that's in like 2 weeks.
hell
It's
yeah.
in Milwaukee. I think there's some TV
Nice.
ties. Like they have TV stuff going on there at the same time. I don't know if there'd be like interviews or if they're just broadcasting some of that stuff, but it's Milwaukee's like biggest studio for film and TV and music. So actually I was there in the fall
That's
to do it was also like a TV kind of thing, like a live show. And they got bought out by a company, and so they've been in like so they recorded it and everything, but they got bought out by something, so they're trying to figure out how to incorporate everything that they did before that. So I was like the last one that they did, but they haven't released it. And they're like, yeah, we're looking at like early 2025. I'm like, Jesus fucking Christ, okay. Yeah, so my film got in there, which is great. I hear
Hell yeah.
There's 2 in LA that I submitted to that I'll hear if I get into by the end of this week. I'll hear if I get into those 2, but I don't know if I can make it out to LA to see that, but it'd be sick to be in the film festival there. But yeah, I'm excited, and more updates on the film. Probably when we record the next episode, I'll have more info about it. I'm thinking by Friday I want to release something,
Nice.
maybe some stuff about it. I'm doing a lot of stuff up with it right now, so you people that give a shit, the film will be accessible very soon for you to watch. I have to get through the film festival stuff first, and then I can share it with the world, which I'm excited to do. So yeah, in the meantime, working on music and other shit. So that's where I'm at. That is where I'm motherfucking at, dude.
That's where he's at, man.
That's where I'm fucking at, dude. And it is just what it is, man. But I'm trying to think if there's anything else. Like, it's been like 2 months. I feel like there definitely was shit. I just can't think of anything.
I know, right? I'm like, what have I even been doing?
I know. This year's been, dude, I've been fucking busy though. Oh my God. I shot so much stuff. I've been freelancing a ton. I shot a whole music video. That music video will drop March 24th. And that's for Newer, music by Newer on Instagram. I shot a music video for him. I'm still coloring it right now, and I have to add like one more thing of sound, then it's done. But I had to do a bunch of teasers and interviews and lyric breakdowns for him. So he's got like fucking 15 to 20 teasers. Then the music video will drop, and then there will be pulls for the music video. So I'm doing all that shit. And then I shot a bunch of social media content for this like bar restaurant. That was all in the same weekend. The shooting was a little bit of a shit show. Just because the bar and restaurant was just not prepared. Like they were fucking 3 hours late, and it was just a nightmare. And the music video was, a process in itself. Just a lot of like miscommunication and stuff with the artists I was working with. So it was just kind of a pain in the ass, but the products look good. So I'm happy with that.
That's good.
So all that kind of stuff's coming soon. So follow ARTRA Studios for updates on the stuff that I'm working on. I'm doing a lot of interesting and weird shit recently. I'm trying to brand my name, trying to get some money. I'm looking at buying a new camera. I have to drop $3,000 on a camera and 2 lenses. And I'm hoping my tax return's big because that's where that money's gonna come from. You know what I mean? Like,
I got a
like
whole $9.
yeah, dude. Yeah. That's what you got for your tax return?
Yeah.
Are you serious?
Yeah.
How the what? You make enough that you have to pay in? I guess you didn't have to pay in, but you don't get a tax return? That's so weird. Is that 'cause
Well, I
of
got a
Texas or
$9
something?
tax return.
Okay, well. That's fucking crazy. Why, you work hourly though. Like I'm surprised you don't get that. Is that just a Texas thing or what?
I don't know. I don't really know. I don't know
always
what I've
made
got
back like
taxed on for though.
over 1,000 around
Damn. I used to get that when I was like student and stuff. I got like
Yeah, maybe I
you know, all
won't
the
now that I'm not a
pandemic
student.
stuff and everything, you know. I got the stimulus with them and stuff.
If I don't get a decent amount back, I would be surprised because I barely make anything. I think I looked up if I worked the hours I was working, or whatever. I think I make $28,000 a year, roughly. That's pretty fucking bad, dude. And that's not salary. That's hourly. Like that's inconsistent. Like that's just like what I'm hoping for.
Yeah.
It's possible to live off that, but let me tell you, it is not fucking easy. Especially when you have like my car, I had to put 1,000 into the brakes, which sucked. My parents were like, "We'll pay
You
for
got the
it, but
newer
you owe
one
us."
too.
Yeah, I know. Yeah, I mean that's karma for not putting. I guess it's not really karma, but like my last car, my brakes were like when I would hit the brakes, it would go and it would shake.
Oh yeah.
And I was like I sold the car and I didn't fix the brakes on that, so I guess I had to do it anyways. But $1,000 for brakes is fucking crazy, dude.
It's not that bad on a bike. Just saying.
Yeah, dude. Well, I can't really bike everywhere in the city.
I mean, you got to bike that 400 miles, dude. Like, just.
Dude, yeah, bike to fucking Indianapolis. Dude, no, I mean, like, it sucks because there is a lot of public transportation here, but it is like, okay, we've talked about this. Like, the job I do, like, I can't not work or I can't not drive my car because I have, like, my car. I don't even have space in my whole back seat.
Yeah.
I have a trunk and my second row seating there. All the seats are down because I have equipment in there for photography and I'm at a different school every day. So I
took my
can't-
back seats out.
Really?
I don't have back seats in my car, yeah.
I mean, I had like 2-3 weeks over Christmas where I didn't have stuff in my car and it was like, I was like, oh my God, this is so nice. But yeah, like there's no room in there. Like I just added a bunch of shit because I'm working these different jobs now and yeah, I have fucking absolutely no room in there. Like, especially when Amber's in the car with me, I'm like, well, you know, just kind of shove things in there and hopefully I can see out of the back.
Yeah, pretty
But
much.
it's fucking weird, dude. But yeah, I don't know. I'm trying to fucking think of things. I don't know.
Yeah.
I don't know. Fucking hell, man.
What have I even been doing?
What have we been up to? Fucking hell, dude. I don't know. I've been fucking busy though. Like I've been very fucking busy. I've been working on a lot of shit recently, and my sleep schedule's been kind of all over the place. But next month
yeah.
I'm gonna be like March. I'm gonna be busy like every fucking weekend doing shit. So I'm still working on House of Blues too, even though I work like once a week, dude. I got paid $128 for 2 weeks of work, and I was like, why do I work here anymore? Like, why am I still working here? I hate it.
Yeah, that's not great.
It's not. It's really not. I mean, granted, I do only work like once, maybe twice. If I'm like, I work like maybe twice a week, like every month. Like I work basically once a month. Like that's basically what it is.
Yeah.
It's not really.
Damn.
I know, but dude, it's crazy because like I get paid for mileage at my other job, my photography job. So when I drove to Indianapolis, it was 404 miles. So that was like $175 just off of mileage. And I'm like, I made
Damn.
more just driving today than I would have made in like a week's worth of fucking working at House of and I could work there more. I just like, if I had to work nights and then wake up early in the morning for like it just doesn't really make any sense. Yeah, I just can't.
With
do
all
it.
the other shit you got
basically
going on
like
too, it's a lot.
if I can just do consistent, because like the 128's really not helping me. Like obviously it's money, but it's not like making a significant difference in how much I'm making. But I don't know. I don't fucking know. I'll probably quit in the next like couple months. But the only reason I'm still there is because my boss is really nice, and they are really nice to work around my schedule. I mean, I requested the next like 3 weeks off, like this weekend, next week, and the weekend after that.
Damn.
So, and they don't. I mean, they're just like, yeah. I mean, we could figure it out. I'm like, all right. So, because I'm like and then I'm like, I work like one day. I work on the 16th for St. Patrick's Day. It's like the biggest day of the year apparently for them. And
Weird.
and then I know I don't know because it's right on the river.
Okay.
And they dye the river green,
gotcha.
you know?
That makes sense.
And it's just like they're open all day. Normally we only open at 5. They're open all day, and they're like, people are just fucking in and out of it. It's like, it's crazy. It's like their most successful day of the year.
That's
it's
wild. Yeah, that's crazy.
So, that'll be fucking fun. And I'm sure I'll want to quit after that. I'm sure.
Yeah, you'll be like, what the hell was that?
Yeah, dude. Oh my God. But then I'm going to Arizona to visit my grandparents with my mom and dad, and that's happening the end of March. This was Catching Up. We'll see you guys next week. Hopefully you enjoyed. Check out the socials. Check out the GoFundMe link in the description. Donate if you can. Save the dog. And we'll be back next week. All right. Peace.